From the guy who made his opponent dive twice and still lost the match point, to the rally that broke the internet. It's official, pickleball's lost its mind. What used to be backyard calm has turned into a full-speed panic attack with paddles.
Ooh. And not feeding into the cat and mouse game, because Ben Johns is the king of that.
Yeah, you don't.
Strategy lasts 3 seconds, reflex takes over, and somehow it just keeps getting more insane.
Point!
So, Hunter went body shot, but Ben just got out of the way a little bit and was able to get that down on the ground.
2-0!
I like when the 52 Ball War, APP Cincinnati 2025. Cincinnati 2025. The crowd's packed, the mics are hot, and 4 men are about to accidentally create the longest panic attack in pickleball history. The first few shots, calm, peaceful, just dinks, rhythm, patience. You think, yeah, I've seen this before. Then, shot 5 happens, and suddenly, yoga turns into street combat. Attack, counter, reload. Every ball's louder, every swing is sharper, every face locked in survival mode. By shot 30, it's not a rally anymore, it's trench warfare. By 40, even the cameraman's shaking. By 50, I swear the ball's begging for mercy. Then comes the dagger. One high floater, game point. The crowd loses it. That was 52 straight shots of madness. A rally so long, it could have had an ad break in the middle. So next time someone tells you pickleball's slow, just send them this clip. Because that wasn't just a point, it was an exorcism with paddles. I'd love to say it ended there, but apparently nobody told pickleball players about rest days, because the very next rally, defense turns villain. PPA Carvana Mesa Cup 2025 Men's Singles. If the 52 Ball War was chaos split between 4 men, this one's pure one-on-one insanity. But first, meet the protagonists. On one side, Ben Johns, the undisputed GOAT. Across from him, Hunter Johnson, the brawler. Power first, questions later. When these two collide, it's not pickleball anymore, it's physics versus fury. And in the Mesa Cup 2025, they took the paddle to a whole new testing range. Ben starts like he always does, cruise control, 4-0 lead, no sweat. The man's basically given a tutorial. Then Hunter appears, 1 point, 2 points, 4 straight winners. And suddenly, Ben's routine match feels like angry therapy in motion. Hunter's swinging like he's exercising every bad flight and breakup at once. From 0 to 4, he claws all the way up to 10. 10 to 8, match point. For a second, the GOAT looks human. The crowd's holding its breath, and then Ben does what Ben does. 10 to 9, 10 to 10. He flips from defense to offense mid-rally, rips one down the line, and buries the game 12 to 10. Iconic. The truth is, I don't even know whether to be impressed or concerned, because that wasn't strategy anymore, that was a software update in real time. Yeah, Ben just hacked pickleball right before our eyes, but not everyone gets to control chaos like that. Some players, they become it. Like when Leigh Waters went full Terminator. The final in Cincinnati was supposed to feel routine. World number 1 versus rookie. Win clean, play smart, simple. What could go wrong, right? Well, everything. Game 1 was textbook. Leigh, precise, calm, surgical. She walked through Fahey like it was a practice set. Then came game 2, and Fahey decided she was done being a prop. Point after point, she pins Anna back, builds the perfect wall, and somehow storms to 6-0. The crowd's buzzing, the world number 1 looks mortal, and then it happens. One rally changes everything, and from that second on, the game stops being tennis with paddles and starts feeling like target practice. Rally after rally, every drive for hayfires comes back faster, flatter, meaner. ALW's not rallying anymore, she's hunting. No mercy, no emotion, just execution. By the time the final ball lands, Fahey's not beaten, she's deleted. But what happens when the player refuses to die? Because this next point might just be the best defense point ever. Some rallies are about power. This one about refusing to die. In theory, it should have ended 3 times before it even began, but Alice Jones doesn't do ending. Both sides trading shots, everyone waiting for the first mistake, and then it happens. Riley unloads a laser straight at Jones' chest. She doesn't flinch, just stabs the paddle forward, a reflex so fast it looks pre-programmed. The ball ricochets back like it bounced off instinct itself. Shot after shot, she dives, digs, pops it just over the tape. The crowd freezes. I don't blame them. Everyone's braced for it to end, but it doesn't. She somehow rescues the point with the kind of saves that don't make sense until you see it frame by frame. And even then, it still doesn't. But hey, neither does skipping that subscribe button down below, or what you're about to see next. Christian Alshon, tweener on near match point. What happens when 2 players refuse to lose the same point? My guess, to win, you need to pull a literal rabbit out of the hat, and that's what they both do. From the first shot, both players make it clear. This isn't offense versus defense, it's ego versus survival. Jom goes for the angle, sharp, wide, cruel. Alshon sprints, slides, and somehow claws it back with a dive. The point should end, but it doesn't. Instead, he reacts once again, rips a tweener back the other way. 2 trick shots, 1 rally, 0 physics. But the insanity doesn't stop there, because what comes next, it's not just fast hands, it's inhuman. Riley Newman, Body Defense Clinic. If reflexes had a face, it'd be Riley Newman's. The man doesn't block, he absorbs violence. 3 straight missiles, all aimed dead center, all somehow coming back. First one hits the shoulder, he shrugs it off. Second, clip the paddle edge, still live. Third, straight to the ribs, and he counters. You can't even call it defense anymore, it's body armor with a paddle attached. The crowd's losing it, the commentator can't believe it, and Riley, he's standing there like it's another Tuesday. That wasn't luck, that was pure reaction speed, the kind that makes you check if time slowed down. And if you think that's impressive, wait till you see someone pull off a backhand ATP from a position where physics said no. Dylan Frazier, backhand ATP from nowhere. You ever seen a shot so ridiculous it feels like the court got wider for a second? Yeah, that's this shot. This was supposed to be a routine exchange at the PPA Tour until Dylan Frazier decided the laws of geometry were optional. Frazier's out of position. The ball skidding low, no room to swing, 0 chance to reset. But instead of bailing out, he turns his back, reaches across his body, and flips a backhand ATP from a space smaller than common sense. What the hell just happened? Even his opponent just laughs, because honestly, what else do you do? That wasn't creativity, that was straight up improvisational genius. And if you think that's absurd, wait till you see a rally where nobody blinks for 30 straight seconds. Atlanta Open Gold, relentless hands. The gold medal match in Atlanta gave us everything. Moments, magic, and epic reflexes. It looked like 4 guys trying to break the sound barrier with paddles. Frazier, Johnson, Wright, Staxrud. No breathing, no blinking, no backing up. The ball's moving faster than reaction time should allow. Half a second late and you're a spectator. First exchange, 20 hits under 5 seconds. Second, even faster. By the third, it's not pickleball anymore, it's a live stress test. Every speed up gets answered, every missile finds a wall, and somehow every wall hits back. These were 4 men, pure reflex, 0 hesitation. And the scary part? They made it look easy. Almost as easy as hitting that subscribe button below. Go on, make your reflexes proud. But if you think that's fast, wait till you see what happens when Hayden Patriquin and Federico Staxrud trade volleys so quick the camera can't even keep up. Staxrud versus Patriquin, no time to blink. Most rallies test endurance. This one tests eyesight. Blink for 1 second and you'll miss the entire thing. Ball in play, and in 3 shots flat, it goes from a friendly rally to a full-on WWE mode. Staxrud swings first, pure venom. Patriquin predicts it even faster. Every counter sharper than the last. Back and forth, roll for roll. The camera can't keep up. and when it finally ends, you almost can't tell who won the point. That's how fast it was. No talk, no celebration, just two players casually breaking the rules of biology and human time reaction. But all of that is nothing compared to what happens when respect leaves the court entirely. Check this out to find out.